all ready to plant the front porch planters. Got 2 tall black planters, and we have our, of course, Persian Shield, white verbena, some Dusty Miller to spread between the two, and then also this streptococcus, carpus, and hopefully that's going to bloom along with the rest of the things all summer long. Biotone to put in it, cover the hole, and the bag of potting mix. So get this done and we'll be ready to decorate the front porch. Okay, I have both of the planters filled with the potting mix. Had to go get a second bag. And I think I've got it fairly close to the top. Once I get the pots in there, it should have enough room for a small rim. Hopefully it won't settle too much. So we'll get to planting. Now we got them all filled up, and so here we go to put in the plants. Now my main focus toward the back is going to be my Persian Shield. And got a few dead looking leaves, but we won't worry about those right now. We'll just wait to pinch and get them branched off. Okay, and then I want the lantana, white, lucky white. Okay. And here we go. Put this one a little bit toward the front. Now the way these are going to sit up there by the door, this will be the back, but that will get huge. And then I want a Dusty Miller as an accent, just to bring a little different color to it. And this one, there appears to be just one in the pot. I'm going to make that work, and it'll just get one pot here. And if I feed this, it should bloom all summer long. Oh, so here we go. Streptocarpella Dauphin violets. Thought that gives it a pretty pop of blue. Now, I like that. That's wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this for the other. A little bit different shape here, but since it's going to grow into a tall bush, it doesn't matter. There we go. And then let me see. Sitting on the side, I'll put this on. I think it'll go on this side. I'm trying to visualize how it would be up there in the by the door. So there we go. And then a Dusty Miller. Now, I think that looks good. Should I put the extra Dusty Miller in this one? I think I will, since he doesn't have the other filler. So we'll put this one in here. Now this one may bloom later on in the season with the yellow flowers. I'll pop those off before they bloom, because that won't go with my color scheme. White, silvery, purple, black. But I think that looks really good. Like that. Okay, so we've got them all lined up. I had to go ahead and clean the porch and everything, get that all cleared off. But I think the pots really look good. Those colors are just awesome. Now, all lined up on the porch, they look really good. I think they fit just about right. I didn't want them to be too big or too small, but this looks just about right. Now they're all kind of settled in, and everything seemed to have survived overnight, so it looks good. But now, 6 weeks later, this is about the size they are. You can see the verbena went really, really well in here. It's blooming a lot, vining a lot. It may bloom a little tighter in full sun, but the Persian Shield needs to be shaded just a little bit because it keeps its prettiest color when it's a little bit shaded. Now they do have to be watered a lot. This is a hot porch facing the west sun, so it does need a lot of water. Now over here, the verbena seems to be doing good, maybe because it gets more sun, but the Persian Shield looked a little puny. It looked even worse than this. Some of these little bracts of leaves that came out were real stunted looking and, I don't know, tiny and weird, but I pinched some of them off and it didn't seem like anything spread, like a virus spread to other parts of the plants, and they ended up looking pretty good, and they're going to catch up, I think, with the rest of the plant. Dusty Miller did perfect, but I think they look really good, and I'm well pleased with how they've turned out. In fact, as you'll see in the rest of the video, they're going to get even bigger. They even kind of overwhelm that Ring doorbell there in the corner, so I'm going to keep that in mind next summer when I choose more plants and how many. So these planters have done real well for me. I'm well pleased. Now I did bring out the Hoya and a flowering maple to join their friends out on the porch. Now this is September 10th, and you can see how humongous these things have gotten. I have brought my Hoya plant out. That has bloomed. That's getting so big, I'm unsure what I'm going to do with this, but the Persian Shield has gone rogue. I've had to shear the plants down because they block the Ring camera footage, but they are reaching out toward me. And when I get this little film finished, I'm going to cut that branch off. We don't use our front door very much. We use the side door. But you can see there has been a little bit, I would call, sunburn on the leaves. The leaves are gargantuan. The ones that are slightly more shaded are still so gorgeous. And then on the other side, the lantana, or verbena, I forget which that was, is thriving. But this angle gets a little more sun. But at least it's not dwarfed like it was. Dusty Miller went perfectly. I think next year I might like some Persian Shield and Dusty Miller together. But this is still budding, still blooming, looks good. And I have the Tradescandia out here, but it is a little sunny for it. But I'm well pleased with my planters this year. I just definitely need to protect them just a little more. This is just a small porch overhang, just with the shade provided here and by the trees out in the yard. But we will just manage on what we have, because we definitely love the way it looks out here. I just like front porch planters. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next video.